Hello, my name is Omar Abasad. It is Saturday, July 7, 2018 at 11:45 a.m. in Toronto. So I'm going to talk about the ongoing harassment and the trafficking of myself and the policemen who are involved. There are two policemen whose name I constantly call outside my window, and the building superintendent who I have in court right now for sexual harassment is constantly saying that Dale, Nick, they may be the same person, and Stip. These are his contacts. They're going to come pick me up anytime. Anytime he calls, they're going to come and pick me up. This is the same name that the neighbors are using as well. So it would seem that I'm flagged as a real prostitute, has been going on for at least 10 years now. And I'm being monitored in the area as a real prostitute when I'm not. So the question is, why? So the answer is that I'm being remotely trafficked. The Chinese traffickers are hooking up my home to the net and using a password and a link for people to look at. They sell the password and the link, and people are looking at me share inside my home. And maybe even cameras are put inside my home as well. And they get to gerbil using Chinese technology that the traffickers have installed around my unit and other units as well. Because I've seen Chinese traffickers, pimps, a female pimp outside my window selling a Chinese girl, so a young girl. So I'm sure there are other units in this building I'm suspecting are being hooked up this way and people are being sold. So I'm strongly suspecting that the superintendent is a Chinese pimp. He's because he has keys, he's a very strategic person in this whole criminal organization that I'm suspecting is being run in this building. His contact is Stip mainly, because this is what he's constantly threatening. He doesn't use my name, but he uses my unit number. And Stip is going to kill me. Stip is going to pull me out and drug me. Stip has an order for removal. We got him to sign it. You're a target. You're a target. You're a target. We want you out. Get out. All these things are said outside my window by this man. So right now, today, where it stands is there is another ticket that Stip got based on information that he got from informants. And these informants actually monitored to sign me out of the system because the surveillance is contracted out. So any criminal, anybody can go and sign me out from maybe the police station, maybe I don't know where exactly where. But this is what I'm being harassed with. And the flagging is done based on reports about me. So people are following me around to report about me. So I'm being stalked. I'm being harassed. My anger is being incited. I'm being criminally harassed as a prostitute, which I'm not. I also heard the comment that thousands of Chinese men have logged into me. And the building superintendent gave the password to everybody he knew, including all the contractors that works in the building. Everybody who lives in the building got a turn. But the most frightening part of this is not the remote rape, which is frightening enough. The most frightening part of this whole program, this experiment that's being run by the Toronto police, is these people who sign me out get access to a technology, a system that uses remote technology to hit you with lasers and microwaves. So the experiment is a direct feedback from what you're doing from you, the victim, and the target, and the remote feedback via lasers and microwaves via the monitor, the person who is signing you out. So the person who's signing you out is set to receive information from the public, and he or she hits you with the lasers and microwaves based on what she hears or sees directly when she's logged on, or him. So this is a system in place, and the experiment is being carried out. Of course, the flagging is based on lies because I'm not a prostitute. I'm not mentally ill. I was going to UFT and working full time at the time I was flagged. So the superintendent is a pimp, in my opinion, and I am strongly suspecting he's pimping for the Chinese traffickers. So he's choosing people who are moving into this building, especially immigrants, because this man is extremely racist based on what I hear outside the window. So he chooses the immigrants, the brown skinned people, black people, whoever, that's non-white. And he flags them with the police. He makes false calls to the police and lied to the police saying, I think she's a prostitute. I think she's doing drugs. I think whatever. and the information is built up, this file in the police system that depicts the person as a prostitute or a criminal, and that the police follows the person around and do sting operations, whatever. In my case, obviously, there's nothing in my background because there's never any charges. And I'm not scared because I'm talking about it openly. I'm trying to expose what's going on because it's corruption. It's a corruption of the system that's being used to surveil people. So this man, basically, I have him in court right now for sexual harassment because he solicited me. And he's retaliating by infiltrating my workplace. And a file that has been accumulated, that's been filed with the Toronto Police, I'm suspecting, is also in my workplace. So I'm being criminally harassed in the workplace to drive me out of the workplace, to keep me impoverished so I can sell my place and leave, basically, because I'm exposing this criminal activity and this corruption that is in the police force that is giving rise to trafficking of women remotely. So this is what it is all about. So today, of course, where it is right now, another monitor who said he knew me in the past, or I worked with him, her, whoever, but I think right now it's a him. His name is Sir Mad. He signed on to me, he logged into me, and he can hit me and discipline me. And he's in contact with the Toronto Police, STIP maybe. And between the two of them, they're managing me because I'm really mentally ill, according to these people, these criminals, like Sir Mad, who are really sex slave operators. They're peace pimping. I'm supposed to be mentally insane and a real prostitute who belongs in a prison. So since the prison is overcrowded, they're doing this instead. So I'm being tagged, my foot is being tagged, my heart is being tagged, my eyes are being tagged, and via satellite, tracked via satellite. And of course, the tagging is radiation, so you're going to be killed off, basically. I just came from the doctor's office to do, I was doing an ultrasound there. And what's going to be found is scar tissue on my heart, the walls of my heart, as a result of being hit with a laser, and the walls collapsed. Because I went to the doctor complaining about symptoms of heart failure and clicking sounds in my heart. And of course, being a target, the woman was a Chinese doctor. It was not diagnosed. Now, if there's scar tissue in the walls of the heart, obviously I had a heart attack or the walls collapsed. So this is a direct result of being flagged by these cops, one of which is STIP. So this STIP is supposed to be the main contact person for the building superintendent in this building. So I'm strongly suspecting that these two people are working together to traffic remotely and to hit people with lasers and microwaves and to torture them as they sleep at night. Now, this is going to be in a courtroom. I already have one in court. I had another monitor in court for sexual harassment. And he also, I'm strongly suspecting, is a sex slave operator, international one. So now we have the superintendent, and there are going to be other court cases, and the police are going to be sued, basically. I'm going to sue them for millions of dollars for health issues. But what I think is going on here is I think they're trying to kill me off before I could do that, or make me so poor that I can't do it. This is what's going on in the workplace. This is why the file is in the workplace. And my manager, I heard, has his name on the account. So he has this file that says I'm a prostitute, and he's harassing me about it and having other people harass me about it. So I'm being driven out of the workplace. And this has been the case for the last 10 years. So there's going to be a lot of lawsuits. So any lawyers out there who wants to take on cases, because right now can't afford the legal fees, if you want to take on seriously, if you want to take on cases on a contingency fee basis that will get you millions of dollars, because there's a whole lot of cases out here and there's a whole lot of people to be sued, companies as well, give me a call. Talk to you another time.